Picture it. Underground hydroponic farms glowing green under red dust. Starships landing every day like airplanes at a busy airport. Kids born on Mars who have never felt real rain. Today, we're diving into one of the most ambitious plans humanity has ever dreamed of, and it's not science fiction. It's Elon Musk's roadmap to Mars. And trust me, when Elon talks about Mars, he doesn't sound like a scientist daydreaming. He sounds like a guy who has already bought the ticket and is just waiting for the rest of us to show up with our luggage. At the end of 2025, that ticket has a very specific date printed on it. Musk wants the very first uncrewed Starship to touch down on Mars in late 2026, literally during the Christmas holidays of next year. Maybe not if everything aligns, but with 50 to 50 odds. And for Elon, 50-50 is basically a done deal. He's been saying 50-50 since 2016, and every time the calendar slips, the rocket catches up faster than anyone thought possible. That first ship will carry no humans, just cargo, scientific instruments, and two Optimus robots. Their job? Roll out solar panels, start digging ice, and turn it into methane and oxygen so the next ships can refuel on Mars instead of dragging everything from Earth. This isn't a flag-in footprints mission. It's the opening of a gas station on another planet. The big jump. Then comes the real leap. In the 2028 to 2029 launch window, the one that opens every 26 months when Earth and Mars are closest, Elon wants to send not one, not five, but 20 starships at the same time. Imagine it. 20 stainless steel skyscrapers lifting off from Texas, refueling in orbit, and descending together onto the same dusty plane. In a single 2-month window, SpaceX would deliver more mass to the surface of Mars than every mission humanity has ever sent to any planet combined. That's not exploration anymore. That's invasion, the good kind. 2 years later, in 2030 to 2031, he wants to scale that to 100 ships per window. And by 2033, the target is 500 ships in one launch season. 500. That's a fleet you could see from space with the naked eye, a silver armada streaking across the sky every night for weeks. And inside those ships, the first 1,000 humans. Not super-trained astronauts with perfect teeth and military haircuts. Regular people, engineers, doctors, farmers, teachers, artists, and yes, students like you and me who grew up watching these launches on YouTube and thought, one day, that could be my ride. The price of a ticket. Elon has said the price of a ticket should eventually drop to around $100,000, roughly the cost of a mid-range house in many countries. His exact words. It needs to be cheap enough that anyone who really wants to go can sell their stuff on Earth and make it happen. The city he wants to build is called Mars Base Alpha at first, then simply the first Martian city. 1 million people living under domes and lava tubes, and eventually in open air once we figure out how to thicken the atmosphere. Underground hydroponic farms glowing green under red dust. Starships landing every day like airplanes at a busy airport. Musk is dead serious about the timeline. In May 2025, he stood on the Starbase factory floor and said, "We are switching to an absolutely brutal cadence. Version 3 of Starship will fly hundreds of times per year. Version 5 will fly thousands of times per year. The majority of all satellites and all humans that ever go to orbit will go on Starship." That's not hype. That's the production plan. The factory in South Texas is already the size of an airport terminal, and they're building a second one that will churn out one Starship every few days. Reusability is the cheat code. The same booster that took you to Mars will fly back to Earth, land, get serviced in hours, and launch again with the next wave. The biggest hurdle isn't the rocket anymore. It's orbital refueling. Parking 15 tanker starships in orbit and passing propellant from one to another like whales sharing milk. They're testing that in 2025 and 2026. Once that works, the road to Mars is wide open. Elon Musk says the goal is simple. Make humanity a multi-planet species so that the light of consciousness is never extinguished by a single catastrophe on Earth. An asteroid, a supervirus, a climate collapse, whatever. As long as there are people on Mars, the story of humankind continues. He also says something that gives me chills every time I hear it. I want to die on Mars. Just not on impact. That's the plan. Not a fantasy. Not a PowerPoint from 2016. A real, funded, accelerating plan with steel being welded right now. The first uncrewed landing, 2026. The first humans, probably 2029 to 2031. The first city, before most of us turn 40. So when you watch the next Starship test flight light up the Texas sky, remember, that fireball isn't just a rocket. It's the first chapter of the biggest story our generation will ever live through. And the seat next to the window still has your name on it if you want it badly enough. Please comment below. Would you actually get on that ship when the day comes? I read every single one. Please like this video, subscribe, and ring the bell because the next launch window is already on the calendar and the countdown has started. See you on the red planet.